Hello, I am Punk212 with my friend Snake1J53879. How you doing, Snake?
Pretty good, my friend, pretty good.
So anyway, kind of want to do a Battlefield 2 gameplay while also having discussion about Battlefield 3. So yeah. So first off, Battlefield 3 comes out Tuesday for North America. I think Wednesday for the other places like UK and stuff. Anyway, so I don't really know much about the game besides it's not going to be another game with Bad Company. You're going to be a elite group of Marines and other stuff like that. Multiplayer, going to be pretty good. Cooperative, it's going to be even better. So, Snake, what do you want to start off with talking about?
I think I'll give you basic weapons here.
Alright, go ahead.
Alright, for our assault rifles, we have the M16A4, the AK-74M, the M416, which was my personal favorite for the beta, the not the PP2000, the F2000, the AEK-971, the AN-94, which is making its return from Bad Company 2, the ASVAL, the G3, and the KH-2002. Now, in accordance with those assault rifles, we have the carbines, the M4A1, which is used in almost every first-person shooter, the AKS-74U, the SCAR-H, the G36C, the SG553, and the A91. Now, for snipers, we have the Mark 11 that you guys should remember from the beta, the SVD, also from the beta, the M40A5, the SKS, the SV98, the M98B, and the M39. Our light machine guns are the M27, the RPK, M249 SAW, the M60 machine gun, the M240, PKP, Pershing, some Russian thing, I don't know, and the Type 88. Our SMGs, or personal defense weapons as Battlefield likes to call them, the UMP-45, P90, MP7, PP2000, and the PDWR. Our shotguns are the 870 MCS, the Saiga 12, the USAS 12, the DAO 12, and the M1014. Our pistols are the Beretta M9, the MP443 Grosh, the 93R, M93 Rapika, which is what that is, the M1911, Glock 17, Glock 18, MP412 Rex, and the 44 Magnum. Now all these pistols have their special versions with like the Tac-Light and all that other crap. Our rocket launchers are the RPG-7, the SMAW, the Javelin, the FIM-92 Stinger, and the SA-18 Igla. And those are our basic weapons.
What I like about the Battlefield people, like, and I'm not trying to rip on Call of Duty, but unlike Call of Duty, you can actually search these weapons and you'll find a picture and a description for each.
Yep.
And, I mean, like, just like on Call of Duty Black Ops, you know, you could type in Commando and the first thing that pops up is Call of Duty. I'm not trying to say it was a bad gun, I'm just saying, you know, with Battlefield they try to stick with more realistic shooting and with weapons that you can actually look up and determine what you want to use.
Yeah. I also have found the vehicles, attachments, and gadgets. If you'd like to hear any of those, just ask.
I want to know the vehicles, actually.
Alright, let me pull that up here. Alright, I'm going to start with the tanks, because those are huge in the Battlefield series. For the Americans, we got the M1 Abrams, and the T-90s making its return for the Russians. For, like, light armor vehicles, we got the LAV-25, the BMP-2, the 9K-22 Tunguska, which is also a Russian thing, the LAV-AD, the good old Bradley for the Americans. Now our helicopters, we got a very nice assortment here. We got the AH-1 Super Cobra, the Mi-28, the Huey 1Y Super Huey, the UH-1Y Super Huey, like I said, yep, the KA-60, the AH-6J Little Bird, the Z-11, the AH-64 Apache, and the MIL Mi-24, and the UH-60 Blackhawk.
Now,
Then for our transport... Uh-oh. What?
I said, now what I heard with vehicles is that instead of just doing overall damage, you can now, like, shoot out each individual tire of a Humvee and make it so it won't move.
Paralyze it. Just shoot the treads out on a tank and you ain't moving that.
Yeah, so pretty much you go from an offensive tank to a defensive tank, which will be nice.
And vehicles will now, on their own, regenerate a little tiny bit of armor. Because, you know, when you've had those teams who don't want to help you whatsoever, and they just leave you to die, this is their way around that.
That's nice. I mean, at least then that gives you some sort of an advantage, I guess. But...
yeah, so now it's better... so now you don't have to, like, demand having friends online. You can actually go roll solo, and I don't suggest rolling solo, because it's going to get you killed.
Yeah.
But now if you're in vehicle, you can do it more.
Solo in the beta was horrible. I wonder in the actual game, when everybody gets it. Jeez,
oh,
man.
God. Let me continue here with our transport vehicles. Got the good old Humvee, the Vodnik, the Growler ITV, which is very similar to the golf cart, the VDV Buggy, the RHIB boat, the AAV-77A1 amphibious assault vehicle for us Americans, and perhaps my favorite addition to the Battlefield series are the jets. We got the FA-18 Super Hornet, the A-10 Thunderbolt, the Sukhoi Su-35, and the Sukhoi Su-39. That is going to be something to talk about when we get this game. Now, I have all the unlocks for these vehicles if you'd like to hear about them as well, would you?
Why not? I mean...
alright. For our tanks, we have the infrared smoke, which deploys smoke, and you can't be spotted or targeted through the smoke, because this is heated smoke. Unlike Bad Company 2, this smoke, thermal scopes aren't going to see through this. You can use a secondary LMG, which is coaxial to the main gun, but you have to switch between the two. The auto-loader, which increases the speed of the main cannon. You get a 3x zoom to increase your scope there. Maintenance regen. It improves the tank's ability and speed, of which it regenerates armor, like I said. Now, instead of a secondary light machine gun, you can do a secondary heavy machine gun and just tear people apart.
That
then you can also do a... yeah.
would be actually pretty interesting to watch.
Yeah. Then you can do something called the proximity scan, which scans the area around you for enemies and displays them on your mini-map. Now that, personally, I'd like to have that with a tank if I'm having like a tank crew or something.
Yeah, and
you do a guided shell as well, which is a shell which can lock on enemy vehicles and track them. That sounds quite fun. And it can also be designated by laser designators that teammates may have. So what were you going to say, Gothic?
I was going to say, you know that, that laser detonator thing, or thing that tracks vehicles, whatever that was called?
Guided shell.
Yeah. What do you want to bet? It's probably going to end up, me, you, and somebody else are probably just going to end up sitting in a corner of a map, shooting those at each other, thinking it's funny. And then somebody's going to be like, I have a lock. Shoot. Boom, he gets however many are over there. Unless it's just one teammate being a douche and just shooting everybody
else. That would not be good.
That would still be funny to watch him get sniped. Like he's sitting there aiming at his teammates, and
I think you have to press something on your controller to like mess up or whatever.
No, it's just my controller's done. So yeah. Anyway, so that'll be kind of fun to have.
Yeah, we have even more. Believe it or not, there's even more stuff for tanks. Got thermal optics. I bet you guys know what thermal optics are. Got thermal camo, which makes it harder for enemies to spot you, and it takes a lot longer to lock on your tank. Now, something that is just cruel, but should be fun. The canister shell. A large shotgun-like shell that fires thousands of small pellets. That is going to tear infantry apart.
That sounds like a claymore to me.
Yeah, but you're shooting them from a tank.
Oh yeah, like just like in real life when I can shoot claymores from tanks, you know, it's all good.
Yeah, alright. And then finally we got the reactive armor, which is upgraded armor to sustain more damage. Now, some stuff we got for our jets, which are stealth, which is basically like F-22 Raptor paint, so hard to lock on. You get flares, so you don't have people blowing you apart. Heat-seeking air-to-air missiles, you know what heat-seeking does. Belt speed load decreases the time you need to reload the main machine gun. Again, the proximity scan, as I said earlier. Radar. This extends the range of the jet's radar and see friendly aircraft as well.